Hello everyone, good day to all. This is Mike, Mr. Typhoon Padua, returning to our weather analysis for this Sunday, another weekend, and this is valid until Tuesday, May 31 to June 2, 2026 English version, brought to you by Typhoon 2000 and Naga College Foundation. We would like also to thank our partners, Aboitiz Power, and the local government of Naga City, headed by our Honorable Mayor, Lenny Robredo, and our Honorable Vice Mayor, Gabi Bordado. So the storm Jangi, okay, and local name Domeng is now moving northward, and it's now located as forecasted to the east of Batanes, far away over the North Philippine Sea, and it's now a full-blown typhoon with winds of 130 kph. It didn't rapidly intensify because of its large circulation. It's having a hard time. Usually larger circulation storms are having a hard time to rapidly organize because of its weight of this very large convection, which will take days before it fully consolidate. But since the system is moving faster due to strong steering environment towards the north, and it's now moving into lower oceanic heat content, it is likely to weaken after hitting its peak intensity. Right now, it's currently at 130 kph. And I'm going to show it to you now the latest from our fast animation, University of Wisconsin Tropical Cyclone page. There you go. It has a very large eye, roughly 100 kilometers across. And the strong winds are located along the periphery somewhere here along the eye wall. So it's moving directly towards Okinawa and the Ryukyus. So please take all the precautions, and the possibility of powerful typhoon force winds, as well as on and off heavy to torrential rainfall as the typhoon passes by. And this will likely occur tomorrow. And it is also expected to leave the Philippine Area of Responsibility. This is the power line. I'm going to show to you the line. It's somewhere here. So once this system move into Okinawa, it's already outside of the Philippine Area of Responsibility. Now, the indirect effect to our country is the pull of the Southwest Monsoon. So it will enhance the Southwest Monsoon across the country. Right now, it's affecting Western Visayas, Mimaropa, Sulu Archipelago, and the Cuyo Archipelago as well, and Zamboanga Peninsula and some portions of Western and Southern Mindanao. Occidental Mindoro is also starting to feel the effects of the Southwest Monsoon, and by tomorrow until Tuesday or Wednesday, June 2, 3, and 4, this will move into the area of Western Luzon. So I'm going to show to you right now the zoom in sound animation from windy.com, and here's the storm with a very large eye and the eye wall surrounding the periphery of the center of this typhoon. And you can see here some so many lightning strikes, a sign that the thunderstorm within the Southwest Monsoon is starting to come alive, and it's now affecting these areas of Western Mindanao. There are some localized thunderstorms occurring over northern Mindanao, Caraga as well, and parts of Davao region. And the Southwest Monsoon is also extending across eastern Visayas, as well as central Visayas, Cebu, Bohol, but it will be more frequent over the area of Panay, Guimaras, and Negros. And by tomorrow, these massive clouds of the Southwest Monsoon will begin to reorient over this area of Luzon. So it will be moving towards that direction as the typhoon moves farther towards the north, towards Okinawa. So that's the scenario. So don't forget to bring your umbrellas, rain gear. Expect some on and off rainfall across the area of Luzon, particularly the western sections. The Bicol region will also have some passing showers and thunderstorms beginning maybe tonight, and it will be a daily occurrence beginning tomorrow, Monday, June 1st, until the next 5 days, or to the first 5 days of June. Here's here's the easterwave.com loop, infrared loop of Jangmi or Domeng, and you can see that the circulation is not much when it comes to the heaviest rainfall. It's just located over the southwestern and northeastern part of the eye wall. Okay, the west will be experiencing light to moderate on and off occasional rains within the circulation of this typhoon. Here's the track that we issued last night. Stormwatch number 1 will be issuing a new one later tonight, and the system is right on track as we speak right now. The system is currently located here, and it's still moving towards the northwest, and the wind speed didn't reach as forecasted 150. It's now around 130, so mainly because of cooler oceanic heat content on the area of the storm. And then we are going to show to you here, by the way, it will exit the Philippine Area of Responsibility sometime tomorrow afternoon or noontime. So that's the end of that tropical cyclone. Now here's the latest from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. Same situation, same track. It will pass very close to Okinawa beginning Monday afternoon through the evening. So expect stormy weather over Okinawa and the rest of the Ryukyus. And as we take a look at the latest on the multi-agency tracks, so these are all the tracks of the Asian agencies. All of them are Category 1 typhoon except for the Japan Meteorological Agency and the Korean Meteorological Agency, which are using a different kind of Dvorak analysis. That's why the wind speeds is just at severe tropical storm status. The rest are Category 1 typhoon, including Pagasa. So that's the scenario right now of Typhoon Jangi, or Changmi, with the local name Domeng. Here's the now here's the latest from the deterministic models, which include the physics-based and the AI-based model. So here they all agree that it will pass over Okinawa, so we will not spend more time into this image. Let's move now to show to you the different forecast on the intensity of the storm. Right now it's clocked at 17 knots or 130 kph, Category 1, and for the next 3 days it will start to weaken. By tomorrow or Tuesday, June 1 or 2, it will be weakening into a severe tropical storm as it moves over a poor environment, cooler sea surface temperatures. So expect the decaying trend of this typhoon. Okay, and then as we look at the latest on the multi-model diagnostic comparison, you can clearly see here that the wind shear environment over the storm for the next 5 days will dramatically increase. So that's the reason why the storm is set to weaken within the next 48 to 72 hours. And the sea surface temperature as well is expected to drop down rapidly as the system moves into the subtropics. Okay, now let's take a look at the wind forecast from the ECMWF model. And for the next 5 days, we expect that the Southwest Monsoon will continue to march towards the north, affecting the western sections of Luzon from Ilocos region, western sections of Central Luzon, Zambales, Pangasinan, Bataan, down to the southern Tagalog provinces, Metro Manila, Mimaropa, but the winds will be much stronger over the coastal waters and over the West Philippine Sea, reaching a gust of up to 75 kph based on the European model. And then there's a shallow LPA here, or weak LPA expected to form just to the south of the Taiwan Strait, and it's not expected to intensify. It's an open low pressure area. Okay, open surface, not a closed surface LPA. So far, the coastal areas of Western Luzon prepare for possible flooding and landslides if we have heavy rainfall that we are going to show to you later. There's a forecast that it may reach 50 to 100 millimeters, so please take all necessary precautions. And the rest of the country will be experiencing just southerly and southwesterly wind flow, including the Bicol region, not much. We are going to experience still good weather during the morning. In the afternoon, we expect thunderstorms, or during the evening. What else? If we take a look at the American model, it shows the same situation. Southwest monsoon over the western sections of the country beginning tomorrow, June 1st. Actually, it's beginning right now over the southern portions of the country. And then for the next few days, for the first 5 days of the month of June, it will extend upward towards the western sections of the country. So don't forget to bring your rain gear. Okay, and then let me show to you here the daily rain for the next 5 days. So expect afternoon or evening rain showers and thunderstorms, as well as occasional monsoon rains along the western sections of the country due to the southwest monsoon. And then that will persist for the next 5 days. And on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, June 4 to 6, it will migrate over the western sections of Luzon. Okay, and if we take a look at the 24-hour rainfall accumulation forecast, you can clearly see here the movement of the typhoon here over Okinawa. That's the signature, the rainfall signature of Typhoon Jangi or Domeng. And then here's the southwest monsoon being pulled or enhanced by that system. And then on June 1st, the southwest monsoon will migrate towards the western sections of Panay, northern Palawan, Calamian, and occidental Mindoro. And by June 2nd and 3rd, it will migrate across the western sections of central Luzon, including Metro Manila. So expect 50 millimeters or more than 50 millimeters of rainfall, becoming more frequent over Zambales, which may reach 100 millimeters of rain on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, it will shift towards Ilocos region and parts of Cordillera Administrative Region, CAR, and as well into June 5th. So please take all necessary precautions against flooding and landslide due to heavy rainfall brought about by this southwest monsoon. Although the storm is no longer here, it's located far away to the east of Japan, the wind environment will remain southwest monsoonal flow. So that will be the scenario for the next 5 days. After that, the southwest monsoon will start to migrate more to the north over the vicinity of Taiwan and the Batanes group of islands. Now let's take a look at the wave forecast. So for the next 24 hours, the wave heights here over the east of extreme northern Luzon will decrease from 3 meters to 2 meters, while the rest of the country will have wave heights of up to 1 meter and becoming 2 meters over the West Philippine Sea west of Palawan because of the southwest monsoon. That will be tomorrow, June 1st, then June 2, 3, 4, and 5. Particularly June 4, the wave heights here over the West Philippine Sea west of Luzon over the coastal waters will be around 2 to 3 meters, moderate to rough and dangerous to small sea crafts because of the southwest monsoon. And on June 5th, that will migrate towards Taiwan and the Batanes group of islands through June 6. Okay, And so far, that's the latest on the wave heights for those fishermen and those who are traveling by sea to check on what will be happening for the next 5 days. Now, as we speak on why the Southwest Monsoon is not that strong because of the Madden Juliet oscillation, the Madden Juliet oscillation MJO is currently here over the edge of the Western Pacific right now, and for the next 5 days it will remain over that area. And the Philippines is located along this part of the maritime continent, so it's already the wet phase is already far away from the Western Pacific. That's why we're still experiencing more dry conditions than rainfall in most parts of the country, except for the areas affected by the Southwest Monsoon. So, but we're still going to experience some rainfall. Here's the forecast for the next, let me see, 5 days until June 13. We are now on track towards the next dry phase, although the areas of Luzon, which is still light blue, meaning that's the Southwest Monsoon, but sometime second week of June it will relax, and then again back to the usual tropical weather. Most likely there will be a monsoon break coming during the next 2 weeks of June. And here's the forecast from the ECMWF, Madden Julian Oscillation. Same, it's currently here over the western edge of the eastern edge of the Western Pacific. And if we take a look at the forecast from the Bureau of Meteorology of Australia, it's currently also here. They are all the same, with the motion of the wet phase into the Western Hemisphere and Africa area. Okay, so we are now expecting most likely the next tropical cyclone formation to arrive sometime third or fourth week of the month of June, if we are looking at the cycle of formation of tropical cyclone in the Western Pacific, including here inside the Philippine Area of Responsibility. Okay, so that ends our update for today, Sunday, May 31st, last day of the month. And we are now moving into the first week of June as the Southwest Monsoon barrels across Western Luzon. And we will be giving you another update this coming Tuesday here at Mike, Mr. Typhoon Padua, or Mr. Typhoon.tv if you're watching at YouTube. And you can also check out our latest updates at typhoon2000.ph. Again, this is Mike saying see you again in the coming days. Thank you so much for watching our channel. God bless to all.